Welcome again to my tens and tens of friends. It's me, Teacher TJ. Thank you for subscribing so that every time that I drop a video, we can laugh, relate, and relax and listen to the Rewinded Abbott Elementary. And this is season 2, episode 3, story summary. This episode starts off with Janine in the break room and she's looking for her shawl and she is wondering where it is. She can't find it. And turns out Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnson found it and he's wearing it. And he's like, it was in a lost and found his keepers, loses weepers. And I would just like to say, I cannot tell you the amount of clothes and items or contributions that I have made to other students whom I might not even know, based on the fact that my children did not consistently check the lost and found once they lost an item. And here's a PSA to all parents and guardians whose children have lost something that is just in the lost and found. Check their lost and found. Because at the end of the year, maybe even at the end of the semester, parents are granted free will to go rummaging through the lost and found. And if they see something they like, or if they see something their child likes, it's theirs, lost and found. So just unless I guess that there's a name on it, and 9 times out of 10, parents are not putting their name on the clothes. So if your child loses something, make sure you check the lost and found. Because if you don't, that your child's materials or items or clothes may become someone else's. True tea. So yeah, parents do take stuff that they want out the lost and found. So the school year has recently begun, and Gregory is already talking about he cannot wait until one of his students is absent. But remember, parents, while we love your students, it is perfectly okay for them to miss a day of school, okay? Sometimes I have to remind my child that she can miss a day of school because she is perfect attendance, just really loves school. But here's the kicker. If your child miss just a few days, maybe a day or two a semester, they still get perfect attendance in primary school. Now, in preschool, I'm not giving out a perfect attendance. Maybe I will, considering the fact that they can miss a certain amount of days, because I guess that is an accomplishment. Although it might not be an accomplishment that the teachers want in real life, it's really an accomplishment to like never miss a day of preschool, I guess. We'll see. Janina's behind on her lesson plans. Melissa's double class is wearing her out, and Ava senses the tension that everyone is going through. So she asks what everybody is doing before school, and Janine says prepping. And Ava says work before work. Couldn't be me. Girl, what? First of all, how you going to encourage your teachers of such a thing? Second of all, should true enough, I do not encourage work before work. I do not encourage work after work. But the reality of it all is for a teacher, it just is, or a doctor or a nurse, not saying that we're on the same level or not, because without the teachers, where's the doctors? No, but for real. We don't have a choice. But if you want your classroom to be successful and you want things to continue to flourish, we kind of don't have a choice but to take our work home with us. So for her to say work before work couldn't be me is wild. So Ava lets the teachers know that the story summary is coming to their school, and she asked everybody to make a note of their times because they can leave their classroom in the auditorium. They show Jacob, and he is very excited because he used to be a part of the group, of course. The teachers are also excited about the show because, like I said, they get to drop their students off for an hour and then they get to go. So That's exciting. They can go prep for class. But Jacob tries to convince the teachers to go see the show. Meanwhile, Janine's combined classrooms is becoming a bit of a task. In the cafeteria, the MeerKats are quite corny, but Jacob is excited. The MeerKats is the group that performs in the story Samurai, I believe. Melissa is barely holding it together. It turns out she hasn't even gone to the bathroom. I swear to you all that teachers and nurses, because they go all day caring for others, sometimes they neglect their own human needs. Speaking of neglection, if you have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead, do it now. I'll wait. Got it? It's up there. You know what? Right? Yeah, right there. Got it. Awesome. So back in Melissa's class, she is having a tough time keeping it all together. Gregory is Janine's next door neighbor, so he pops in to say hello. She lets him know that she's convinced Jacob to not perform with the story Samurai. So Barbara runs into Melissa and she lets her know that she's attempting the impossible already just by trying to have teach in two classrooms at one time. And she lets her know that she should consider getting a classroom aide. The funny part is most teachers don't even want a classroom aide. A lot of times we just want to be left alone and run our classroom the way that we see fit, because trying to train someone and having to do so much is not that easy, and it could sometimes create more of a hassle. Gregory lets Janine know that she should just let Jacob do what he likes. Remember, people, always do what you like. And there's some advice that we can all apply to our life and let our children know to do the same. Do what you like. Always let your babies know that they're a big deal because they are, and do whatever it is that they like, whether everybody else considers it corny or not. So the entire classroom / auditorium influences Jacob to perform. And he does. And they all laugh and they have fun. And Melissa really needed that laugh. And Jacob realizes that he loves to perform. And he also loves the MeerKats. And he embraces it. At the end of this episode, Melissa gets her teacher's aide, who has a bubbly and fun personality. And this should be interesting because bubbly and, well, she may be fun, but bubbly Melissa is not. So we ought to see how this goes. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Tia. The way I be going through now, I look like I got the pink eye. Sometimes when I record, one eye look bigger than the other one. I'm really not. But when I go to record, it just all goes down. Camera's right. So if your child loses something, be vigilant, maybe. Make sure you check the lost and found, because